According to the National Catholic Education Association, thanks to the pandemic, enrollment at Catholic schools across the country is down 6.4% this school year. But that's not the case in the Diocese of Arlington, Virginia, where they are ready to go on a hiring spree. Joining us now to tell us why is their Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Joseph Vorbach. And Dr. Vorbach, we're hearing you have so many students on a wait list, you need more teachers, and you're looking to hire about 150 more. Tell us about that.
Sure. Well, we're always looking for good talent, new talent, and this is a time of year that we would normally be in the mode of doing that. And as we think about next year in light of where we've been this year, especially with a number of our schools having wait lists and some uncertainty about exactly what that's going to look like going forward. And so the exact staffing at each school is moving into next year is in a situation where we think we're going to have some needs and we want to be ready for that.
All right, much like the Diocese of Brooklyn, the Diocese of Arlington has managed to keep its schools open safely this school year. What precautions have your schools taken that others in the area maybe haven't?
Well, we built reopening plans. Each of our schools built their own reopening plan in accordance with the governor of Virginia's mandates. And our Bishop Burbidge, his guidance was obviously that we want to be learning in person as soon as it's safe to do so. So everyone set out to build plans, and we were paying a lot of attention to best practices. And a lot of this would probably be familiar to you in your schools. It started in the morning with what folks did before they left their homes, the check-ins that took place when they got to their schools, the types of traffic patterns in the hallways, hand wash stations, sometimes dividers in classrooms, using cohorts, obviously mask wearing, and a lot of air filtration, circulation of air, movement of air, bringing fresh air into the rooms. Mm-hmm. All of those things have been used in our schools, and it's been successful.
Now, are your schools large enough to accommodate an influx of students and teachers? If social distancing rules are still in place next fall. I know a new, bigger high school was opened last summer, but what about space in your other schools?
Our schools were all abiding obviously by the state of Virginia's guidance, but there was the possibility of using a variance to allow distancing down to as little as 3 feet. Mm-hmm. Some of our schools used that approach. Now the CDC has spoken on the distancing question, and it seems more likely that schools will use the 3-foot distancing. As that happens, it will be possible to bring more students into the school safely, and we expect schools to be doing that.
Now, public schools may also be fully back open come September. Is there any concern in hiring all of these teachers that students on your wait list will just go back to the public schools when that happens?
It's a good question, and one that we can never be 100% sure of. For those families that joined us from public school, our goal this year was to have their experience be a complete affirmation of their decision to join us in Catholic education, as we would want for every one of our families in our schools. And we think that the message about the good that's going on in Catholic education will carry some significant weight. And of course, we really ultimately want all kids back in school in person, and we will try to be in a position to serve as many of them as possible and to help as many families that seek Catholic education as possible.
Wonderful. Dr. Joseph Vorbach, Superintendent of Schools for the Diocese of Arlington. Thanks for joining us and good luck.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being with you.
If you're watching Currents News on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell to get updates to all of our newest content, because we are putting your faith in the news.